Hey everyone, welcome to this video about Japan. Officially, it's called Nihon Koku, or just Nihon, which means sun origin. That's why it's called the land of the rising sun. Pretty cool, right? Japan is a super interesting mix of really old traditions and super modern stuff. It's a country that has fascinated people for ages because of its unique culture, amazing technology, and beautiful nature. Imagine towering skyscrapers next to ancient temples and peaceful tea ceremonies happening just down the street from bustling city life. That's Japan! Japan has a unique way of running things. It's a mix of a monarchy, like with a king or queen, and a democracy where people vote. Tokyo, the capital city, is the center of everything. Politics, business, you name it. The Tokyo area is huge, with about 37.4 million people living there. Japan has an emperor who's like a symbol of the country, but the real power is with the prime minister and the elected government. Right now, Emperor Naruhito is the emperor and Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba runs the government. Japan is made up of a bunch of islands, 4 big ones called Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu, and over 6,000 smaller ones. It's in East Asia, surrounded by the Pacific Ocean with the Sea of Japan on one side. Most of Japan is covered in mountains and forests, but people mostly live along the coasts. Mount Fuji, a beautiful and important mountain, is a famous symbol of Japan. Japan's weather changes a lot depending on where you are. It can be cold and snowy in the north and warm and sunny in the south. Japan is a big player on the world stage. It's part of the United Nations and lots of other important groups like the G7 and G20. It works with other countries to promote peace and helps countries in need. Japan is actually one of the biggest helpers in the world. Japan and the United States are close friends and partners. Recently, in 2024, Shigeru Ishiba became Prime Minister, and he's focusing on boosting the economy and keeping Japan safe. Japan's military is called the Japan Self-Defense Forces, or JSDF. They're there to protect the country, but Japan's constitution says they can only use force for self-defense. Even with that rule, the JSDF is a modern and strong military. Japan is working with other countries, especially the US, to stay safe. There are about 123.59 million people in Japan, and most of them are ethnically Japanese. Japan is facing some challenges, though, like an aging population and not enough babies being born. The government is trying to fix these problems by encouraging families to have more children and making it easier for skilled workers to come to Japan. Religion and education are super important in Japan. Shinto, a traditional Japanese religion, is all about respecting nature and ancestors. Many people also practice Buddhism. Japanese schools are known for being really good. Kids go to school for 9 years, and then they can go to high school and college. Japan is really focused on science and technology. Japanese culture is a really cool mix of old and new. Things like calligraphy, tea ceremonies, and flower arranging are still really popular. But Japan is also a leader in fashion, technology, and even food. Japanese animation and comics like anime and manga are loved all over the world. Japan is always looking to the future. It's a leader in things like robots and artificial intelligence, and it also cares a lot about the environment. Japan shows the world that respecting tradition and creating new things can go hand in hand. It's a country with a lot to offer the world.